All right, cool. Here we go, man. Here we go. What's up, people? What's up, people, man? Listen, man, this is your host, Born Rich, you know, and this is another installment of Rich Rhetoric, man. As you can see, I got the brothers on the panel. A lot of stuff to discuss yesterday. I really want to do a review of all the events that took place yesterday. You know, we had a peaceful rally which turned into a protest, and things got broken and fires got set and all of that shit. So we're gonna really get into it today, man. Gonna really, like I said, we're gonna really get into it today. I think Brother Hamid just dropped off. That's really who I wanted to go into. But I can go. Hold on, y'all. Let me share this. Let me share this with some people. Hold on. Get Hamid back in here. There we go. Brother Hamid.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Got him back. All right, I just want to share it to a few people. But man, I want to jump straight into it. So Hamid, we know we had this I Will Breathe rally yesterday in Nashville. No, we had that.
hmm
We had that. I want to ask you. I'm not sure, but who put that rally together?
So initially, it started off the roundtable was going to do something. We were going to do something small, where a couple of us was going to go up, and we were just going to do like a hunk for justice. Nothing big at all. Maybe 20, 30 brothers. And so I got the opportunity to talk to another lady, Miss Vanita, and she was saying, "Well, let's just do a rally." So okay, fine, we can do the rally.
Uh huh.
So you had other groups that were doing rallies, so they decided to, instead of doing everybody doing different rallies within the next 1 or 2 days, that we would all combine those rallies. So it grew from 40 brothers to about 5 or 6 groups, and then after that, it just grew from there. So you looked up, and instead of 40 people, you had thousands of people. I'm hearing a really serious echo. Hello.
Okay, so you said at first it was the Brothers Roundtable putting it together, a small gathering, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, and Miss Vanita, you and Vanita linked up. You and
Yeah.
Vanita linked up and really had to, and that's how other groups got involved.
Yeah, so you had the Equity Alliance, and they were going to do something, and then you had Black people making moves, and so instead of everybody doing these separate uh, protests or rallies, we decided to have one rally, and from there, like I said, it just really began to grow, and at the end, when it was all said and done, there were quite a few people there.
Nice. It was too beautiful event. I stopped by for about an hour. It was beautiful. I was trying to make my way to the stage, but I was so late that it wasn't no chance of me getting up there close to y'all brothers. But
Mm.
real dope though, real dope. Get together, dope setup. The words, a lot of the words that I heard was powerful. I can't deny. I can't deny any of that. Let me ask you. I go to Brother Jarvis. Brother Jarvis, you was there. I saw you. I saw Brother Jarvis there in the building. What did you think about the rally? We didn't hear you, Brother Jarvis.
My bad. Yeah, my overall opinion was it was a good opinion of it. I got a good opinion of it overall. I ain't had no issues. Overall I did. Which I just came down there because Hamid I knew Hamid had something to do with it. Otherwise I wouldn't have came down there. But but I knew he had something to do with it. That was my motivation for coming down there. Him. So cause I know if he doing something it's gonna be something good. I know he ain't about no bullshit. Excuse my language, but I know he ain't. So I'm gonna come out if he doing something. Especially if I got that availability open. I'm gonna come most definitely come through. So that was my motivation. So I did like it on the behalf of him.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I don't, I don't know. Protesting ain't really my thing, but I'll show up whenever my people are showing up. You feel me? And if I'm asked to show up, then I feel like it's my duty to show up. You feel me? Especially like you said, especially if Brother Hamid call and say, "Bro, I need you. I want you to show up." I'm there. So it was pretty dope. Pretty dope. Eugene, you was in the building. Yeah. Well, it wasn't in the building, but you know what I mean. What was your thoughts on the rally, my brother?
Oh man, I love the way that it turned out. You know what I mean? You know, all the different groups actually participating and getting involved. You know, whether up in the front or off in the crowd. So that that was cool. And then noticing how history replays itself and they pull the same games. But you know, when you know what they're trying to do, then you know how to approach them. So, but overall, man, it turned out just the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, good shit. Good shit. Nino, can you hear me, brother? Nino.
What up? What up?
Yeah, man. Salute to Nino. I see Nino on the front line. Man, he had his bandana with a mask, and he had that AK-47. Good shit, Nino. I saw you, boy.
Yeah, man, I did some sit-ups and everything for that shit. I was ready.
What you think about the rally, bro?
Hey, I knew you was gonna ask me that question. So before I answer,
Okay.
I want to ask the panel, what did Nino think about that? I want to know. I want to know if y'all been paying attention. What y'all think? What y'all think Nino think about it? Hamed, Eugene, what y'all think Nino thought about that?
Oh, you know what? I've never been asked that kind of question before. So,
what do y'all think Nino thought about that?
well, I hope I hope my hope would be that Nino was okay with the rally. That would be my hope.
Man, you shouldn't be hoping. You've been around me too long. You've been in me, bitch, too long for me to be hoping.
I think you really loved it because the fact of all the groups coming together, regardless how uh, the road went to get to it, the fact that you always try to unify the groups together, I think you could appreciate that much.
Okay, without me answering the question, Born, where was I when you saw me? Where was I at?
Come on, man. Marching with the new Black Panther Party.
Where at though? On the front line?
Yeah. I was in the front.
So to answer your question, I loved it, bro, because that's all I've been crying and bitching and riping and cutting motherfuckers off and hanging up and disconnecting and blocking motherfuckers for, because we need to get together. We need to be together, regardless if you like me, regardless if you agree with my direction to get there. We got to come together and we got to unify. And for God's sake, stop talking about each other and shit like that on social media. If you don't know what's going on, don't post it on social media. Just inbox me. Call me, motherfucker. You ain't got to say it all on Facebook, goddamn it. Like, let's be together or united front. I loved it. I thought it was a shit. Thank you, brothers, for putting that together. I don't know how much y'all had in it. If y'all had all of it, thank y'all for putting that together. Thank you for taking the risk of putting names on there that didn't want to be whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, it was for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it was beautiful thing.
Thank
Beautiful thing. I had to be there. And y'all remember, man, we on the stream yard, so it's 7 of us and only 6 spots. So if I put you in the background, you just in the background. Stay there. I promise I'm gonna come and get you back in. Once we really get into the discussion, I can remove myself for a few minutes and then come back. But right now, I'm just asking questions. I am going to let me do this. I'm coming right back to you, Eugene. Tony.
Oh, what's happening, man?
What's going on, my brother Tony? So I know you out of town right now, but I'm sure you saw all the footage on social media about this rally. Now I'm not talking about the marching and the things being destructive. I'm talking about the beginning part with the people, the crowd, and the speeches. What did you think about that part, the actual rally?
Oh man, hey man, the intent of it was so beautiful, man. But oh man, let's be honest, man. I never seen so many black middle class people get up on stage and try to look like they actually know each other, or that they actually working with each other, man. That shit was hilarious, man. Whoever that lady was, she was up there like she was announcing wrestlers coming to the stage, man. I thought goddamn it confetti was finna come out. Uh, they was up there fighting over the bullhorn and fighting over the microphone, and oh man, that shit that was hilarious to me, man. I ain't even gonna lie to it. I ain't gonna stun front. Then people didn't even know each other's name up there. They was, welcome to the stage. What? Who is this? Oh man, that shit that was hilarious, man. That shit was hilarious. Good intentions though.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Brother Mike, you wasn't there physically, bro, but I'm sure you saw the speeches and all that shit from the outside. What did you think about it? About the rap? The speech from the outside. Mike, I think you
Man, I ain't seen none of that, man. The only thing I've been seeing is
Hey,
the vibe.
Mike, hold on, Mike, real quick. You gotta mute your YouTube. I think that's where the echo coming from. If you watching this on YouTube, I don't know if you are, but you gotta mute that because I hear myself talking.
Bro, I don't got no YouTube, bro.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I heard an echo. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Mike. Yo, Mike.
Yeah, mute your mic. You know what I'm saying, bro? I didn't even go to it, didn't watch it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you, Mike. I hear you. Can you hear me? Yo, Mike, you can't hear me no more? What's up?
No, I was saying, man, I didn't go. I didn't watch it. Yeah, I didn't go. I didn't watch it.
Okay. All right. What's your overall thoughts on protesting and rallying? I don't know what's going on with Mike. Mike on a delay or something. All right. Okay. So Mike is on. Let me hold on. Let's put him and let's get Eugene back on here, man, because I don't know. Mike having some technical difficulties. Brother Eugene, I want to ask you, man. What do you think about what the mayor had to say? I seen the mayor get up. You know,
that's a funny one. I mean, what did he say? He started talking about COVID-19 and shit. Didn't nobody want to hear what he's talking about, man. Don't nobody want to hear that, what they call it, misdirection. Tell me the issue.
Hey, boy, this damn country is crazy. That man got up there and said, let's still remember to practice social distancing. Man says something like spread your arms out. They said no justice, no peace. He said, yes, let's say that with our arms stretched out so we can practice social distancing. Man, if you don't get the fuck off the stage, man, that is hilarious to me. Hamid, I've got to come straight to you, brother. What you think about the mayor and his words, his speech?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I really didn't even too much listen to the mayor because I had a lot on my plate that day. My biggest thing was I feel like as a people we have to be strategic, and a lot of things we should be listening for. You know, we should be paying more attention to than others. And what he was saying, you know, the way I feel about it, politics, that's not going to be the thing that saves us. The thing that's going to save us is us coming together. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to show again that if we're able to come together on something like this and pull something like this out, imagine what happens when we come together to put together our agenda. I had the chance to talk to the senator, oh my God, what's his name? Dixie. And you know, we talked for about 30 minutes, but when it came down to it, the question was asked, what is our ask? What are we asking for? What's the agenda? What's the Black agenda that we can take to a politician And the problem comes when you have so many different people saying so many different things, and we're not together on one accord. So really, the overall thing was for us to get together on one accord. And so Monday, we're going to be meeting with some people so we can start creating a list of people to be a part of a leadership conference where we can put our agenda together, and not just a political agenda, but our economic agenda. We're going to meet with a list of business people so we can put the economic agenda together, meet with a list of education people so we can put our education agenda together. So we have to have an agenda, and marching is great, but I'm not of the, like, I don't really like marching myself. I don't really like protest because that's almost asking somebody to do something. But I was reading from Dr. King. Dr. King said that he would do the protests and he would do the marches to get people attention. What was their attention? To do the bus boycott, or to, boycott this or boycott that. So it wasn't about the march. It wasn't about being heard. It was about getting people together so you can figure out what the actual deal is. So we can know what the actual intent of the march is. And that's what I think, so now, instead of just us thinking about the next rally, now that we have everybody's attention, now that we have all of our people's attention, now let's start to get together, bring it together, bring our brothers and sisters together so we can actually put together our agenda and start moving in that direction. Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you. I heard you, brother. I heard you. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, do all of that. Come through, show some love. Show your brother some love. We got a beautiful panel. The show I did last night had a lot of footage of these this Nashville, the marching. Let's get into it, man. Let's go ahead and get into the marching part of it. So Nino, I saw you, bro, on the front line marching. About how long were you a part of the actual march?
The whole thing from the beginning to the end. We walked. Since I'm fat, I feel like we walked for like 4 hours.
Yeah. But it was really 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, it wasn't 10 minutes, man. It was about at least 2 hours. It felt like it any damn way.
Yeah. So was you like close to any of the foolishness?
Yeah. I was close to all of it. I was close to all of it. I got down there. I got a call that told me that when we first got down to the police precinct, there was only 2 bicycle cops in front of the precinct. Okay. A couple people opened the door to try to get into the precinct. As you know, it's Saturday, that motherfucker closed. Ain't nobody fit be there. So 2 people tried to get in. One of the officers was just kind of standing there letting them try to get in. And he was like, you'll probably get a better chance, calling and telling somebody to come up here, like doing that ain't gonna happen. The other police officer just kind of stepped away. He was still on his bike, but he kind of moved away a little bit. And then later on, probably like 7 to 9 police officers came around the back, and they all had motorcycles, and they kind of made a distance between the precinct, the building, and themselves. I mean, in the people. They kind of act as a barricade. But from the time we started walking to the time we got there, the only people that was attempting to do dumb shit was white people. White people was the only one attempting to do shit. Even when we it was one point in time where these 2 white dudes tore down a barricade. They threw it down on the ground. 3 black dudes went and picked it up. They're like, nah, bro, we not doing it. That's not what we own. And we looked at them, and two of the guys out of the 3 looked at them and was like, bro, we not doing that, bro. You need to cut that shit out. Don't do that shit, right? Yeah. But when we got down there and they started messing with the car and stuff, I can't really tell you who did that, but I can also tell you that every person that got arrested then when I was there was white. It was like one mixed dude, but he was white. He looked white. He act white. So I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay, everybody in here. Okay, everybody in here. My bad. I was doing some shit on the technical side. And yeah, that's what I noticed a lot, man. I noticed that a lot of people doing a bunch of the bullshit was, you know, not black people. I guess I need to ask Brother Hamid or Eugene. Either one of y'all brothers can answer this. Did y'all take part in the march after the rally? Eugene, we just lost Hamid. So Eugene, talk to me. Did you take part in any of the march?
No, I didn't go to the march part. So we only had our focus on what we did for us the rally. Because after everybody left, we stuck around and cleaned up. So no, I didn't follow the crowd.
I wish you would have told me that. I thought y'all had something to do with the whole thing. My fat ass wouldn't have been walking if I would have known y'all didn't do it.
Man, you know what's so crazy about it? You know what's so crazy about that? I was supposed to come and speak last. And at the end of when I got through talking, it was supposed to be for people to disperse and go do the marching part. And I was supposed to let them know that there was a separate group that was responsible for that. You see what I'm saying? But people started leaving before we even got finished. So somebody else had control over the people who was marching.
Yeah, it was what was it called? The Tennessee Activist the Activist Coalition or something like that. And so, you know, they were responsible. We had talked to them, but they were responsible for the march. And what we wanted to do was make sure that people knew that our program started at 3 o'clock and it ended at 5 o'clock. What you do after that is on you, and that's your thing. But then there are people who are calling, and that's why we, like, for me personally, I have to be careful what I say, because you have people who are calling for us to be liable for the damage. But I told a reporter today that you can't hold us any more liable than you can a stadium whose team has lost and there's a riot, you know. So I just feel like you know, I have to be careful as to, you know, what I say. And I know people feel, you know, may feel like, oh, well, you're not militant enough, but I mean, I'm trying to be strategic. You know, I'm not trying to lose my livelihood or my money because I'm out here being militant and talking strong, when the reality is, you know, I can't afford to be sued or anything like that. But as far as marching, no, at the end of the march, we had to clean up. So that was it.
My bad, Hamid. I'm still here, brother. I heard. I didn't know that though, Hamid. So you had like a reporter asked you. A reporter tried to insinuate that you should be responsible for the destruction.
Yeah. There was a lot of people saying that, you know, and that's not, you know, because like I say, we went from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and there was no bit of destruction on our.
Not at all.
Because we didn't do a march, we had a rally. That's what we did, and so that was you know, it was a peaceful rally. And I was talking to one young lady, and she said she could tell the difference in some of the people starting to come out, and some of those people, they were coming out from all kinds of places. So the people at night were not necessarily the same ones in the day.
Okay. All right. Cool. You went there. Let's go ahead and go there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I had to change locations at my house. But look, all right, so you went there, Hamid. Where do you think those people came from, if you just had to guess? The people who was causing the destruction.
Well, if I had to guess, you know, you got people who were paid. If you go to Craigslist, they had paid actors, what you call them, crisis actors, that they were hiring for. So people were paid. And then one guy I saw, he was in the Minnesota rally. So, you know, you see pictures of people in Minnesota, and then those same people are down here. That tells me something. And a lot of people are just paid. Now you have some brothers and sisters and some people who are in the rally, and they just followers. And that's what it all boils down to. So they're Nashvillians, they're followers, and they saw somebody do something, they thought it was cool, and now they're in jail. So, you know, even with them, I don't feel like we as a group should take responsibility for them either.
Mm, I like it. I love it. I love it. Brother Jarvis, I want to come to you with the same question, Brother Jarvis. Like, who were them people? Who sent them? Were they paid? What do you think about the people who was burning buildings and spray painting and busting windows?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who sent them, but I know somebody sent them though.
Mm,
I mean, just by their actions, because you could tell somebody by their actions. Like how me and them said when I ran into you at that one location when we ran into each other at.
yeah,
Up there was well, you know, everything was well put together. But as you as I rolled back down through there, you can tell it was just some wild horse type shit going on. You could just look at it and tell it was some different people, and then a lot of people had on like it was fully covered up, which
yeah,
let you
yeah,
know right there that they was coming to. I seen some of them like when I was walking up. I seen some people fully covered up, and so I was like, and they had backpacks and shit on. I said, yeah, them niggas got, tell them what they got in them backpacks. And then as you seen later on that night, they had crowbars, spray paint, bricks,
Yeah.
yeah,
and other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you could just tell some people just by their actions, how the way they was moving, they was looking suspicious. Looking, I had my eyes open at
yeah,
all times when I was out. The both times I came out, which I didn't announce that I was coming out because I don't want nobody to be like, I'm gonna wait on this nigga to get down here. So I ain't say shit. I just came.
yeah,
But no announcement. But yeah, I was down there. And like I said, I don't know. I mean, but somebody sent them though. Just by their actions, man. Nobody just because I mean, it would have been. I put it like this: if it was us, if it was 100% us in Nashville, it would have happened. This would have been done happen if it was us. See what I'm saying? If it was us, it would have been different. So it's just anything with
hold on,
extra
Nino,
hands on it. It
Nino,
looked
I
like
had to
it.
mute you. Go ahead, I go ahead. Hold on, I had to mute Nino. Nino, I had to mute your brother, so you gotta unmute next time you want to talk. But yeah, man, because I was right there with Brother Jarvis, man, and our ears was not deceiving us, Brother Jarvis. In the middle of those Black Lives Matter chant, we heard some White Lives Matter. Am I tripping, Jarvis? I mean, Black Peace.
Nah, nah. We ain't tripping.
We wasn't tripping. We was not
Nah.
tripping, man. And those are the type of people. You know what's funny is when I looked at that group that I thought said White Lives Matter. Man, them look like the same people who was busting windows and spray
Yeah.
painting Black Lives Matter.
I'm gonna tell y'all something,
Oh,
and Eugene can kind of vouch for this as well. They were trying to get on the stage and talk, and I'm talking about aggressively trying to get up there and talk. And you can tell that they were not friends. You can tell that they were not, any of that. But the fact of the matter is, when you have people when you have that many people that's out there, and so many people are a part of something, or they feel that they are a part of something, then it's hard to just distinguish. But you can tell who you were dealing with. You can tell the energy that they put off, and it wasn't good energy. So, like you said, I don't know. It could have been neo-Nazis for all I know. It could have been the police. Because sometimes the police they'll do some stuff like that. It could have been anybody, and that's why as planners, we have to be careful. But there are other ways. And I think the next time we do something, we should look at other ways of doing it versus having everybody else all in the mix, because you don't know who's in your mix, and you'll find yourself in some serious trouble dealing with folk that you don't know in your mix.
Hey, you know what
It's just like, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, you know what I was thinking when we was walking. We always on one side of the street, and this white boy was like, "Hey, y'all, let's take up the whole street." And he ran across. I mean, he ran over to the other side of the street, and everybody started migrating to the other side so we can cover up both sides of the streets. And in my mind, you know what I thought about? I thought about earlier, before we like got good into the march, like before like 30-40 minutes, one of the guys I mentor told me that two white boys was telling him, "Hey man, we with y'all, bro. We down to do whatever y'all down to do. Whatever y'all want to do, let's do it. We gonna run it. Whatever y'all want to do, we down." He was like they trying to gas me up. And I was just thinking, what would happen if when he went across that street, what have happened if only white people went across that street? I'm pretty sure only that side of the street would have been towed up. I can guarantee you only that side of the street would have been towed up. Like I wonder what would happen if at one of our at the next rally, hoping, praying to God we never have to have one, that we told all our allies to stay away. Stand over in the corner, create y'all own huddle, y'all own circle, give us our peace. And I can guarantee you things will get changed a lot better. But I think the biggest problem is just like when you watch these videos, is never a bunch of black people. It's a black dude and a white dude, or two white dudes and a black dude. You see what I'm saying? I really don't feel like we need white allies. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But that's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I'm gonna tell you about an incident that happened up there where we was. Two white dudes tried to act like they was arguing, like they wanted to try to fight. So me and a couple other black dudes jumped in between them. So I told both of them, look here, if you ain't here for the rally, you need to get the fuck on. So after all that was said and done, they stopped all their griping. Then one of the white dudes tried to ask to get on the mic. So I was like, what kind of bullshit is this? Hell no. I know ain't nobody finna let him on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck is he trying to prove? So you had all, and then a little small fight tried to break out in the crowd. So they broke that up before we got out of hand because it ain't nothing but outsiders trying to stir up stuff to make it seem like it's us. It's the same damn narrative. But this time they got caught on camera pulling the bullshit that they pulled. And even with the damn only black dude that I seen on the news that was supposed to have gotten arrested, I sat and watched them when they was filming some of the footage. And that same black dude was over there talking to the fucking police with his phone out like he was trying to get his number or something. Like they was talking, like they was cool. Then all of a sudden later on, they end up putting them in cuffs and they showed the first person getting arrested. It's down there like they set that bullshit up, man.
That's it. And that was my thing. And that's why I'm like, I love what Nino said about these allies, man. We got to watch out for these so-called allies, man, because they're not going to get the brunt of the punishment. Like, they're going to bust the windows and start the fire, and then they're going to have a curfew, which we know is just, let's put more police officers in the hood. Like, these people bust windows and then go back to the suburbs. You know what I mean?
Man,
and a lot of people who's looking at the screen, this is just a little shit that happened to take place yesterday. This is from my yesterday show, man. People, if you didn't, number one, if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, go handle that. Because I did a show last night. About this stuff. But if you guys look at my screen, you can see, and you're going to notice, yes, you're going to see black people destroying stuff. I'm not going to be a fool. I'm not going to be foolish and say that it's not. It wasn't. But you have to notice who broke stuff first. Like I watched that white boy right here. I watched him bust these windows with this crowbar and then drop the crowbar right there. He dropped the crowbar. And of course, our people are going to step in next and pick up that crowbar and begin to do a lot of bullshit. So we always have to be on the lookout for that. Always.
But it's the same narrative that always plays out, man. Like when you look at damn near every rape case a college athlete, a high school athlete had ever had, there was always some white boys and a white girl involved in the shit. It's just the same fucking narrative. This is no different. This is just a live video of the shit happening, man. Like, I just really feel like the whole concept of segregation is needed, bro. Like, we don't, bro. Like,
yeah, I feel you, man. Listen, everybody in the chat, salute. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all post that. I will try to start to put some of these comments on the screen so the people can see it. You feel me? The YouTube family showing up. UK family is in the building. Facebook family's here. We got Nashville, Tennessee, man. We got Florida in the building. We got London in the building. Man, salute. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. For real. Facts. Brother Tony, talk to me, Brother Tony. What you think about what do you think about the riot part of last night, the destruction of property and things like that, Tony. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh man, I thought it was a complete wake up call for black people to start owning their own business and buying properties, man. Nashville was one of the few cities that didn't have nothing looted or stolen because white people don't burn white people's buildings down. White people help black people burn black people's buildings down because Negroes don't really own that much in Nashville. Wasn't nothing looted, wasn't nothing really stole, but some cowboy boots. Niggas ain't stealing cowboy boots on Broadway. They just vandalized everything.
Mm-hmm. And black people not taking. No, I'm even gonna say yes. That's right, Tony, but it's half right because, like I just said, black people don't initiate the destruction of property. We follow.
Yes,
we tend to follow the. Well, I can only speak for Nashville. What I saw in Nashville, I saw a lot of black people following, even the young brother.
You ever seen the LA riots, the Watts riots? Niggas break stuff.
I'll give you that, man, but man, we still don't know if it wasn't agent provocateur.
Oh man, stop it. You see Atlanta?
You gotta see. You only gotta see. Listen, let me tell you this though, Tony. We're in Nashville, Tennessee. We're not in Atlanta. So only thing we're going to see is footage that is being allowed. We're being allowed to see.
Okay.
Really say that, man. I just don't see black. I don't think that's us. I don't.
Us is doing what? We not destructive?
No, we are. But I don't think we start. I think people started and then they instigated and then we jump in.
So it's white people's fault.
I'm not saying it ain't, but I'm saying it's instigators in these rallies.
Man, you're not gonna talk to me in a neutral stance. I'm not gonna let you do me like that. You got to take a side now. You're not gonna do that.
I don't have to take a side, Tony. But this is what I'm saying, man.
There you go.
Man, non-black people start off let me only speak of what I saw yesterday in Nashville, and that's playing on my screen right now. What I saw yesterday is white people busting windows, destroying property. Look, that white boy just had a fucking spray paint can in his hand, and then all of a sudden they do what they're gonna do, and then hand it off to our people, and our people we follow. That's
man, you making our people look inferior on your podcast right now, man.
And I hate to say it, but some of us are followers. I'm not saying all of us. I'm never gonna say all of us, but some of us are followers. We're just followers.
Like puppets. We puppets.
It's puppets. Like people are look at this guy right here. We're looking at. He's fully covered up, breaking windows, and then black people get the same crowbar he had, and they ain't got on no mask or nothing. So when the news runs the clips, they're only going to show the black dude with the crowbar in his hand. Maybe
That's an inferior mindset. What you preaching right there? You telling us that if it wasn't for white people, we wouldn't be out there breaking stuff. They are motivators. They are instigators. We following after them.
If I could pitch in, because I don't want Tony to back into a corner because he gonna beat you. So I ain't gonna let him do that to you. I'm gonna say this. I feel like I feel like I don't feel like we follow. I don't feel like we follow, and I don't feel like they instigate us. But I feel like that if we were able to separate white people from black people, we can have a better understanding, and we can have a better, we can have a better leadership if white people wasn't involved. I think far too often we get close to white people and assume they privilege. We think we get their privilege, and we don't. And we feel like because a white person speak for us in private and have our back in private, then when they ever have to be put in a situation to where they have to use their privilege, that they won't use it. And we feel like that we ignore that, like that's not a possibility because it never happened. Like most people that you see that's promoting or celebrating their white allies, they've never been put in a situation where that person had to use their privilege. You see what I'm saying? To their disadvantage. So I don't think we follow. I don't think we're followers to the white race. I feel like we are easily influenced by it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, and that's crazy that we have to tell our people. I ain't gonna say it's crazy because y'all know my thoughts and my prisoners of war theory. So it's not crazy, but I did speak with a sister that said, "Okay, listen, I send my kids to all white schools, so I have to sit them down and have a conversation with my young black boy and tell him, listen." When them young white boys are going out doing a bunch of bullshit and foolishness, you can't do it. You can't. They have a privilege that you don't have. You see what I'm saying? So if they're in college or high school and they're out all night smoking and drinking, you can't do that because you're going to be the one that gets kicked out of school when everybody gets caught. So I feel what you're saying, that on the privilege point. You feel me? They have a privilege that we don't understand, but we think we have the same. Some of us think we have the same privilege. A lot of times we think, okay, these white boys are smoking and drinking. We're all on the football team together, or you know what I'm saying? Same thing. We can speak about the Corey Beatty situation. You see what I'm saying? Situations happen like that, and then it's like, damn, they're gonna hang the black guy. So I definitely feel what you're saying about that. So I'll go to Brother Jarvis. Brother Jarvis, this is what I want to know. I mean, Brother Black Peace, my bad. I'm so sorry, so sorry. So Black Peace, this is what I want to know, Black Peace. I want to know. All right, hold on. Let me figure out how to say this. Let me figure out how I want to say this. I want to know, like, why do you think that like black people tend to follow behind people that we think are our allies?
And number one word, stupidity. That's it. Ain't nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, I
Because
think that.
there ain't no reason. It really ain't one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
And I think a
weird.
lot of people get it twisted because they get it confused because the people who they might know or who they might associate with, they might be of another color, and they associate that with when they get out there in the field, they think they got to do the same thing, or they assume that they are obligated to do the same thing or prove that. Well, uh, it ain't such and such I don't like. It's just them. They have to go prove. If you got to go do all that shit, you might well just give it up. So that's how I look at it. That's what motherfuckers doing. They just trying to prove that they ain't who other people call them, and they just get out there and do dumb shit. That's the best I can come up with. I really don't know why motherfuckers do that shit. I do whatever the fuck I want to do, so I don't, I don't know. I don't know why people do that. I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah. I hear you. I see you. Weird stuff. Hey, weird stuff. Let me know in the comments, bro. If I make you a moderator, can you drop a link? If you drop a link, I'll have it. I can play it. I'll play it in the background, bro. He said it's.
One,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. One question I was gonna ask: do you when me and you was standing at that spot, you noticed that the older white guy that came through there on that white loud, did you notice that he walked past a gang of police with an open container? You notice he had that beer in his hand.
He did have a beer. Yep.
Yeah, he walked past the ones coming in there and then he was standing there by him with it. You notice that any other time to any other kind of person, what would have happened? So he came in there agitating, and they let him in. You gotta act. I mean, I just thought that was kind of weird that he was able to get up there with that open container like that. Because any other time, especially on Legislative Plaza, they don't let people just come up there doing no anything.
Let me
So
tell. Let me say this. I was there at 1:30, and I saw what I saw. I saw them there, and I saw the guys. You could tell who the police were. You could tell because they were in plain clothes, and they had this aura about themselves.
Yeah.
The average person don't walk around like they RoboCop or they feel invincible. You could tell these guys were walking around like that, and they were walking in pairs, and they had, before everybody else came out, they walked the grounds. And so you pretty much knew what you were dealing with. And then as people began to come, You know, you would see little strange people do strange things. People bringing stuff. I'll be honest with you, there was some stuff that I was just skeptical all the way around, like some of the bandages and all that. All that was brought by other people. We didn't, you know, black folk didn't bring anything, but other people brought stuff.
What do
And
you mean bandages? Like if someone got hurt?
Yeah, so you know, if you have that many people there, you have to have some type of medical aid, a tent. You have to have like a water tent. We had water, medical aid. But like, I wouldn't put it past anybody, you know, as far as even germ warfare, what you would put on the bandages. Some people brought snacks and food. I wouldn't put anything past anybody. So when
There
it
was a
came
guy
down,
passing out free masks out there too.
yeah, passing out free masks. I bring my own mask.
I didn't
So,
take none of that shit. I was scared.
yeah, I mean, and it's good that you didn't take it.
And y'all know what? All right, I'm guilty, y'all. I took it. Brother Jarvis saw me put it on. I took that free mask, man.
You got the corona.
How you feeling, bro?
So, yeah,
I thought all that shit,
did.
and then I'm gonna tell you the funny thing.
Did.
Because I grabbed the mask and I walked around for maybe 10 minutes with the mask in my hand, and then guess what I thought in my head? I said, man, I look foolish. I look dumb as hell walking around with a mask in my hand, but not on my face. Let me put this damn mask on my face. And I wore that mask for about 30 minutes until I couldn't take it no more.
But see,
y'all got me.
Hey, but what did Tony just tell you, man? You niggas is followers.
David, they got me, man. I can't believe y'all hit on the mask. Good shot, Hamid, because yeah, they got me. If they was passing out the cooties, I got the cooties, man. Damn it.
No, man, I'm not doing. Look, a lady was walking around with a sign and a wagon full of water, talking about our water, free water, just get water. I'm not getting nothing from you, lady. No, white lady, no water.
You got to know the laws.
Nothing.
You got to know the law. 48 laws of power. Despise the free lunch.
Yeah.
Y'all see that cat with them on with that fruit out there?
What number is that? Hold on, Eugene.
Give me a second. I'll find out for you.
Hold on, I'm looking in there for you. Hold on. That's my guy.
I know it's in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, man. But good shot, Hamid. I mean that's good to know that, like you said, you saw people. But you know, this is the same shit that they said happened with the Million Man March. You know, people had to come out before the Million Man March and walk the premises and do whatever they do to, at the end of the day, to sabotage it. It was sabotage, man.
Hey, it's 40. Law 40. Despise the free lunch. What is offered for free is dangerous. It usually involves either a trick or a hidden agenda. The coronavirus.
It's a hell of a book.
That's a hell of a book. I post a new one every day. You better check me out, Eugene.
That's a hell of a book.
You know I got you locked in.
Yeah. I never read that book, but I got it now, man. Big shout out to my brother Nino, man. Big shout out to that brother, man. Yes, I got that book. I need to indulge in it. But man, I don't know, man. I mean, it's just wild, man. So I mean, Hamid, talk to me, brother. Anything else you see that made your antennas go up? Maybe before, during, or after?
Well, I mean, just the whole thing. I'll be honest with you. I've never had the opportunity to be involved in something that happened that quick. And so I know we work with John. What's his name? John Smith. Is that his name?
I have no idea who is that.
Yeah, that's his name, John Smith.
Yeah, the promoter. Yeah. And I know, we work with him, and so when he put things out, things begin to snowball like that, and then you start seeing. So now for me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't get a whole lot of friend requests. Well, I do get a lot of friend requests, but it don't be from a lot of white people.
Yeah.
And so now it's just like, oh man, this ain't nothing I'm used to at all. And a lot of times, half the time, I'm just kind of skeptical because my whole life I've been around black people. My whole life has been dedicated for, just doing for us. So I'm not used to that. I don't even feel comfortable with that, and that's pretty much it. But But as far as seeing something, yeah, just the whole thing was kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I love it. I
And
love it.
who idea was it to do Fox Channel 17 News?
What do you mean?
Like, cause what somebody did an interview with Fox 17 News.
Hell, they've done about 5 or 6 interviews on Fox 17.
So who idea was that to broadcast the what you call on there? The march on there, the protest on there.
There was a young lady, I can't remember her name. She's an African American lady, but she also has a podcast, and she was basically the one I've been talking to. But as far as broadcasting, I'm not sure. John Smith is the one who put out the press conference, though. He put out the press release. So
Is there any truth to a white guy being on the Bernie Sanders campaign that put this together?
no. The white guy, people keep talking about it. People been saying a whole lot of stuff, man. Like there's gonna be I was looking for the white police officer everybody kept talking about, but you know, you had people. Now there was some people who work with the Equity Alliance, but he really didn't really say or do anything, you know. As far as the lineup of people that talk, the only Caucasian person that really talked was the mayor, and then I think a guy was either a congressman or whatever it was. But the only reason they talked was because one of the ladies who was help planning, she added him on. And other than that, we wouldn't have even had any Caucasian speakers. So she wanted him to go on there because she didn't want to just be flat out disrespectful. The fact that he was the mayor of the city. So it was just that. Other than that, that was about it. But people were saying all kinds of stuff, and you look up and you're thinking, damn, you know, there's a white guy. He's planning the whole event, and you know, this is done all by white people. It's just like, okay, whatever you say.
I was trying to figure out who he was. I said, I ain't never heard of a white guy that hang with niggas that was on the Bernie Sanders campaign, and I've been living here my whole life. I'm like, I ain't never heard of that. Who is he? I said, what does he do? He must own a chicken plant or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Nino.
Yeah.
Hey, considering it was funny that people was kicking up dust when they heard that, considering that they work with white people every day. That's what made it crazy to me. You know, usually y'all will see me talking some shit about some shit. Y'all know that. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, when I found out who was doing it, I know after meeting Hamid, I know he ain't on no bull, so I ain't had nothing bad to say about it. So, but like I said, when I heard people kicking up that dust about, or some white person gonna be there, some white police, well, y'all be with them niggas every day. What difference do it make? So I just found it to be strange that that particular people was kicking up dust about that when they done took 1.5 million pictures in a month, skinning and grinning with the people who they was complaining about supposed to be featured in the situation. I just found that to be strange as hell coming from these particular people. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get the hell out of here, man. And that's why I don't. Yeah, man. But I just thought that was strange, man. I ain't gonna get too deep off on that because I be either. So it is what it is. So.
But why you call it skinning and grinning?
I got that from my granddaddy. What he be saying. My granddaddy was down there. That's crazy. Calvin seen my granddaddy. That was funny.
Yeah.
He was out. Yeah, he was out exercising. He bike ride like 10 miles every 2 days and shit like that. So he just so happened to be coming through there. He was down there.
Come on, man. Shout out to Black Peace Grandpops, man. Black don't crack, man. He look better. His body look better than his mind, man.
That nigga in shape, man. That nigga right there be on it.
I heard Draven say that, Granddaddy, you fit. I had looked over that Granddaddy. I said, damn, Granddaddy fit, man. I'm wild.
68 years old too, man.
How old is he?
68. Yeah, but he been here, man. Yeah, he give me a lot of good games. But yeah, he was out there. That was crazy to see. I ain't gonna say it was crazy, but it just was odd. I ran into him, posted up out there. That was something else. That was right before we seen Nino and them go down the street. I seen them go down the street. We was standing right there on the corner.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't think anybody had showed up because you really couldn't see people, you know, from where you were at, from where I was at. I didn't see it. All I felt was just people. I felt like people were just crushing me, and you can't really breathe. But hell, I'm glad everybody showed up.
Yeah, I saw
he
you.
showed
I
up.
saw you. I saw you. I saw Eugene. I saw a little bit of everybody. It just was. I wasn't gonna attempt to try to go through that big ass crowd to walk up. I seen everybody though, just about.
Eugene, I assisted Mr. Yusuf to the stage because you know I was accompanying Janisha, so we was right on stage, right in front of y'all, and then you know we seen dads, they came on stage. I thought Phil was about to die, man. He was breathing hard as hell. I was like, we gotta get that man in the gym.
Hey man, they wouldn't let him talk, man. He got ready to take off, man. God damn it, I'm finna say what the fuck I'm gonna say. Woo! Nigga took that bull from so quick, man.
I said, man, y'all gotta let that man talk. He don't walk the green mile, man. He sweating. He was tired coming on that stage. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, we had to make sure he got up there because he was feeling his frustration. So, yeah, we made sure he got his time.
Yeah, that man was.
I got to give a shout out to Phil, man, because Phil, he been a real trooper. You know, he comes out. So I'm gonna give Dance a big shout out. You know,
Salute to Phil, man. My brother, man. Hey, I love me some Phil, man. Phil be boy. If he don't rock with it, he don't rock with it. Phil, that's my brother, man. Salute to him, man. Salute to Phil all day, every day. I guess I still didn't never really get into the allies talk, right? So do y'all think anybody can answer this? Do y'all think that Black people are eventually going to need allies?
can I say this?
Go ahead, brother.
A lot of people don't realize, man. I think we have to start operating like a nation.
Yeah.
You know, like our own personal nation, right? And let's say if I'm a nation and we go to war and I run out of bullets, do I stop fighting my enemy because I don't have bullets, or do I use my knife or my axe or whatever? You got to use what you have, and that's why when you may see me talk to different kinds of people, right? You may see me talk to the NAACP type, or you may see me talk to the Panther. You may see me talk to, you know, the people who like to get together. But my idea is this is like a nation. We got that. It takes all sort. And so when it comes down to allies, if we're going to deal with an ally or supposed ally, then before we even go in the room and talk to anybody, I feel like we have to have a talk first. And if we have a strategy, and let's say if we send somebody in there and that person says, look, these white people over here, these are our allies, but we've already had a talk. This is a strategy. It's not just we got some random ally, because nobody operate like that. White people don't operate like that. If you, any one of them people out there, if you told them that you was going to go against the United States, now one of them would be your ally. So as Black people, we got to operate like that. We got to operate like, you know, I may know how Jarvis feel about it, how Jarvis feel about white people, right? So when it come down to certain things, Jarvis, he literally becomes the leader in this particular area because I know he is on this particular tip. Or when it come down to, say, security, you know how the Black Panthers feel about dealing with people. When it come down to security, you don't step in front of them because this is what they do. I feel like we have to let everybody do what they do, but we all still moving towards the same common goal. And some people may use those, what they call allies, but before you use that, you still come and sit down with the family, and then you go out and you create what you may call an ally. But it's all for the family.
See what I think about allies, and this is my opinion, and not the opinion of nothing or nobody I'm associated with. This is my personal opinion. When you talk about allies, right? I've seen on actual video of people popping pills in the courtroom and killing themselves before they'll speak and tell on somebody. I done seen people sacrifice their life and everything for a cause. When I think about allies, I look at it like this. If me and Rich are in a militia, right? And our rule is everybody gotta go. If we go into Chicago, everybody gotta go. We go to France, everybody gotta go. When it's time for us to go to Rich's hometown of Connecticut, he gotta have that same mentality that everybody gotta go. But our allies tend to have that vision of that connection of wait, can we go in and get a couple people and just like save half of the people? Can we not? Because this is their hometown, they got feelings towards it, right? I feel like we can't have allies that's on the same side of the people we've grown up against because they have ties. The same people that's out there saying Black Lives Matter, as soon as one of their cousins commit a crime against a black person, you think they're gonna tell us where he is? They not. They not gonna tell us where they is. They're not gonna help us find them. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna do everything in their power. So if we're fighting against an oppressor, and we run across a situation in which your family member is the oppressor, you're not gonna say, "Oh, yeah, that's my cousin." You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna try to create a plan that avoids the narrative that we've been pushing all the way up to this point. You're gonna come in and plant seeds. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should try this. Maybe we should try a peaceful protest this time. You see what I'm saying? And when you think about it, it might not even be a white person. It might be that nigga that's married to a white woman.
You know,
Go ahead.
if you don't mind me saying, I'm okay, because I always go back to this because this is just my life. I'm Muslim, right? And in Islam, we're not supposed to have friends that's not Muslim. But there are two words that for friends. One is wali and one is khalil, right? Wali is a person who's a friend. Like if I ask any one of you right now, which direction is the Qibla, right? What would you tell me?
You said which direction is the what?
Qibla.
Oh shit!
To the east.
Okay, and even that statement, that's close. But what I'm saying, I guess what I'm getting to is the Qibla. It means the word Qibla means direction. Most people don't know the actual direction because it's not just the east; it's the northeast, slightly north, depending on where you are from here. So the Wali can tell me what time Dur come in, or Wali can tell me what time Asa come in, or whatever. But the Khalil is the person you say, "Hey, what's up, man?" But you don't take him as your protecting friend, and that's what I think we should have. The people, I'll give you an example. The people who, let's say, brought waters and paid for the porta potties and all that kind of stuff, right? They're not my Wali. They're not my protecting friend. They're just supposedly people who wanted to put money to the cause. I'm not going to not take the money for the cause because that was like $400. So we have to have a system like that where we know our protecting friends are going to be each other. I can put my life in Nino's hands. I can put my life in Jarvis' hands because he's my protecting friend, and I'll put my life on the line for him. But anybody else, I'm not going to put my life on the line. Now, if you want to come in and you want to pay for some porta potties for absolutely, yes, my brother, come on in. But if you want to come in and you want me to protect you with my life, absolutely not, because you're not my protecting friend. And so if we start taking those measures and be like how we were talking about earlier, people get on code. I know that we all live by this code, then I can stake my life on it. Brother Jarvis said that he came out there because he felt like he knew me and he felt like I'm a stand-up person, right? That was something that he can stake his reputation on, and he did that. So that's a friend to me. That's somebody who know that I'm not gonna be out here trying to harm you. And likewise, anytime that Brother Jarvis ever called and he need anything, then I'm gonna do my damnness to make sure I'm there. Or any of you brothers, I'm gonna do my damnness to make sure I'm there. That's a different kind of friendship than if Sally Mae, who just friended me, call and say, "Hey, can you do? Well, let me think about that. Let me look at that." That to me, that's different, and that's why I think we should go. That's the route that I think we should move.
Yeah, but see, that, in my opinion, that's kind of hard to do when you got biracial children and you got mixed families. That's hard to do because, I mean, that sound cool, but a lot of the times these brothers, man, they come into the mix and they want to be black power, and then they find out that, some of the movements require for us to cut off, a certain amount of oppressors and a certain amount of people that reflect and look like the oppressor. That means your baby mama and her family. That means such and such, and people can't do that. You know what I mean? And that's where it get tricky. You know what I'm saying? That's where it get tough at. You know what I mean?
You might not be able to put him in the leadership. You see what I'm saying? Like he may not be the one who the shot caller, because you're right. You do have those connections, but the ones that we know, the ones that we can trust, that's who we need to be really connected to. And I'm gonna tell you, like Tequila Johnson, I have a newfound respect for the sister. The sister, Miss McGee, I have a newfound respect, because when we were getting attacked by a certain group, and they were saying all kinds of certain things, and I won't even go into that, those sisters stood up. So, when you have people who will stand up like that, and they're stand-up people, and it's just strictly for the love of our people, then, there's not a lot you can say but just salute it. And I salute it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but that's my whole thing. I think a real plan need to be put in place, because I think we always are reactive and we never proactive. And I think that's why we keep losing, and that's why we're gonna continue to lose. And until we actually sit down and create a plan, like a real plan, a plan that involves everybody playing their own position, but at the same time coming together. Again, I've been preaching this for like the last 5 years, but I know I talk different, so niggas don't listen. But that's what we need. We need a real plan, and we really got to structure it. You know what I mean? We really got to structure it, because the way I look at it is, if you're an ally, that means you'll be an ally in any position we put you in. So if we say, hey, if you are white, step your ass back 50 feet. So if something go on, you don't automatically implement one of these brothers. If you there to say Black Lives Matter, you'll take your fucking ass back 50 feet. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just that. And if you don't, then you're not here for the cause. You need to take your ass home. You know what I mean? And that's just how I feel, because on that walk, and from what I can tell, I'm the only person that took that walk. Bro, it was only white people causing trouble. And sure enough, those guys that was around them, they was following. They was doing it with them. And it's like, nah, bro, you don't do that. You don't do that, bro. He's gonna get out on bond. He's gonna get out on a slap on the wrist. They gonna hide your ass. You see what I'm saying? And another thing, I've been watching this video this whole time. We gotta start telling people, stop filming shit. Like, everybody getting indicted according to this damn thing here, bro. We gotta stop filming everything.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
You see, hey, you see, everybody see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I've been saying that. See what I'm saying? The goddamn camera at the house, man.
Nah, man, hell nah, fuck that. We should not stop filming things, because if you don't film these things, you will never catch these white perpetrators being the ones that caused the destruction.
No, we not saying stop filming things. We saying stop filming each other. Like, why the fuck? I shouldn't be seeing all these niggas on film, bro. That's all evidence. That's evidence. That's all evidence. I don't know y'all, but I done been to court. I done been to jail. I done been to court, and that's all evidence right there. Evidence.
So hold on, So you remember me from the last thing we had, to where I was like, man, fuck that nigga snitch. These white people need to be snitch stones. We need snitches. Don't ask these white people what their names are to go ask them, hey, what's your first name? Hey, man, I'm glad you out here. And we should be just as undercover as they are.
Hey,
like they are undercover.
Hey,
bro.
Tonyo, we should be Karen. We should move like Karen out here.
Hey, you ain't been on y'all. Hey, y'all ain't been on Facebook.
Like you letting them attack us being Karen. Like if they keep 5 niggas in them videos, whether they got face masks or not, it's 5 niggas in them videos gonna get snitched on. Hey, man, you white people is like, yo, that's
you ain't been on Facebook in the last 6 months. Bro, we've been snitching on motherfuckers all day. All they gotta do is post some racist shit. We calling their job. We calling it. We've been snitching all month.
I vouch for that, boy.
I haven't been on Facebook.
They say the slightest thing, anything. Boy, they calling their job, getting them fired. They doing everything.
You ain't lying about that, boy.
Bro,
that's funny.
So how about we got
the definition of that word?
What'd you say?
No, you were talking about ally in the beginning.
Oh, say it again, Eugene. You want to speak on the ally situation?
No, I was just saying, can we deal with the definition of the word ally?
The definition of the word ally?
Yeah, because what it's saying.
Go ahead. What is it, bro?
The state formally cooperating with another for a military or other purpose. But then it's a verb when it says combine or unite a resource or commodity with another for mutual benefit.
Oh, yeah. So what are we getting from these allies?
Yeah, let's talk about how these white people are smarter than us. Cause
let me let Tony back in here on this conversation. I know he got something to say about this.
No, because, bro, they are dead serious using our propaganda to spread their message, which means they are coming and burning down buildings. They're burning down black businesses. Like that's what we not understanding. Like people are saying, no, y'all burning down your own community. Nah, fuck that.
What black businesses got burned down in Nashville?
Nah, I can't say which black business got burned down in Nashville because we ain't got no goddamn businesses. Nino. You know we ain't got no. We got hair salons, barbershops, and restaurants. That's all we got. We ain't got shit downtown. When they said they were downtown fucking up shit, I was like, oh yeah, good job, girl. We ain't got shit down there. If they come down Jefferson, Clarksville Highway, or some shit like that, yeah, they burning our shit.
But I don't think we would allow them to do that. That's the thing.
Hell no.
I don't give a shit if you burn up downtown, but I'll be damned if anybody leads you towards Jefferson. I don't think we would allow.
Jefferson, but Smiths and Eds and Helen.
You Tony, come on, man. You know it's a lot of spots on there.
Ain't no black person burning down Jefferson, Buchanan, or Clarksville Highway.
Niggas ain't in enough shape to walk that far. You gotta walk all the way down past Fish.
Hey man, who is goddamn Uncle Tom? What's that nigga name in Django? This nigga crazy. Man, shut up, nigga.
Niggas ain't in no shape, man. Niggas ain't eating healthy. Niggas ain't waking up doing push-ups in the morning, man.
Bro, stop that shit, bro. You sound like Ruckus, bro. Chill.
It's the truth. Am I lying?
Well, don't trust them niggas over there.
Don't fuck with them niggas over there. Hey, just FYI.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Nino, but would anybody like believe if Tony got a deal to give niggas coronavirus, he wouldn't take it? That nigga's gonna give us all coronavirus if he could for a check.
I'm glad the coronavirus came. I might actually draw Social Security now.
And what we must demand better from police, and we cannot allow for people to die.
Yeah, you the sellout. You the worst kind, bro. You gonna give your niggas coronavirus.
No, I ain't say just niggas. I'm talking about all the old people, unhealthy people, out of shape people. That's all that's dying from emotions.
Yeah, it don't even seem like people dying from that thing anymore, man. That shit came and it went. Like bell bottoms. Coronavirus came through like bell bottoms, man. That shit
And
came and it went, man. Like,
people got to stop letting them have you in fear over that type of shit, first of all, because
there you
you
go.
only die from death, and you don't die from nothing else.
And that's it, man. And that's it. And people know what we got to do, man. We just, come on, man. People know what got to happen, man. Shit just got to happen, though, man. But like I said, man, beautiful sight, beautiful shit happened in Nashville. And I'm speaking about the peaceful part of it, because this is what I noticed, man. All of those bodies was in that place, and all of those bodies had energy. I just think it's misguided energy. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to them young brothers that was out there. A lot of young brothers was out there yesterday. I saw them young brothers doing some bullshit on these streams, but that showed me these young brothers are ready. They're ready to mobilize. Number one, and number two, they have energy. It just has to be guided. It has to be guided right.
Man, they was guided by white men out there yesterday, man.
They were.
Everything they did was from white men. That's why they saying black businesses getting tore down. Is because it's the white man who's breaking the windows, who's saying, "Hey, look, this window's broken. Let me open the door for y'all." Y'all don't understand how many videos I've seen of people looting, but it's a white man holding the door open. Like he's lifting the gate for everybody to go in. Like I've seen, I promise y'all, over the last 24 hours, I've seen at least 8 videos of white men holding the door and black people loot.
That's a fact, Tom. Leo. That's a fact. And you know what's weird about that? So if you think about that in a deeper sense, right? It's like your quote unquote ally, who you think is an ally, holds the door open for you to run in there and go get the consequences. See what I'm saying? So that's why my stance is like, no, we gonna have to fucking build a foundation first before we even think about allies. Go ahead.
No, let me say this. You know, we've all shot a shotgun and we've all shot rifles, right?
Yes, sir.
And a shotgun in its initial blast has more power coming out than a rifle. But a shotgun at, say, 100 yards is really not that effective. In fact, I don't even think it'll kill you at 100 yards. You might get pelted by 1 or 2 pellets, but it won't kill you. But a rifle at 100 yards will knock your whole head off, right? And the difference is the disbursement of the energy. So with us, slavery have done such a number on our minds and our future minds that everybody is an individual. Everybody's, thinking, and we're not thinking like a unit. Well, and the difference is with them, they think as a unit, even from the good down to the bad to the ugly. Everything is still for the good of Caucasian white people, regardless of what. I don't care if it's looting, because they come up with insurance for that. So that doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, it's for their good. And I think that once we get to the point where we say we're going to move as a mass, we're going to move as one, even though my brother on this end of the spectrum may be 100% black militant, and then my brother on this end of the spectrum may be, he may be want to work with everybody. But the fact is, once we can figure out how to lump ourselves together, and no matter what, we live by the code of being together, then when we do that, then we'll be just as effective as white folk. And then we don't have to follow them when they lift the gate. Because like I was sitting there listening to what Nino said when he moved over to the other side of the street. What happened? People follow to the other side of the street. We can do the same thing that other people can do and have the same strength. And lastly, before I get off, I remember having a product that Chinese, they sold, and I could sell the product way cheaper to the Chinese guy than what he would buy for with his other Chinese. That man didn't budge. He didn't leave his fellow Chinese, even though I had a cheaper product. And what it did, it made my stuff almost obsolete because I didn't have anybody to sell it to, right? So even that, if we look at it like that, like no matter what happened, I'm gonna shop over here. No matter what happened, I'm gonna move like this over there. Man, we'll be more powerful than what we can imagine. We'll be far more powerful than what we can imagine.
Well,
Exactly.
the problem is that the most celebrated black man ever has still control over us as a mass population. And that's because the white man put him out there as to be the controller of us. And that's Dr. Martin Luther King, y'all. He told us to be integrated and go spread your wisdom and your stuff more farther beyond than just your community. And that's what we did. We did it in full effect, y'all. When they
But
told
even
us,
if
hey,
that's
you
the
can
case,
shop in a white business, man, we ran to the white business. We lined up outside the white business stores to buy their product.
Well, see, if we know that, then we can change that because see, we know that it's a difference between being ignorant. See, some people are ignorant. Everybody on this panel knows something. Like I listen to everybody, and you can tell that everybody has the intelligence. So if we know that, then why don't we change that narrative? We can do that now.
why don't we approach it like the Bible? They pick and choose what lines that they preach to you. So if white people tell you when you bring up Martin Luther King that we need to be discussing the dream, you need to give that up because before he died, he also stated, "I fear I have led my people into a burning house." That's the Martin. If we want to glorify him, that we need to be focused on. We pick and choose what part of our people's experience that we go by. Just because they tell us that he said one thing don't mean we got to listen to him because we know what their agenda is. Of course, they're going to celebrate him because he integrated our money into their money. So hell
Exactly.
yeah, he's the greatest fucking man in the world.
Yep.
But when you realize that he had fucked up before he died and what he was speaking on before he got killed, which is financial distribution, then that's what we need to focus on.
There you go. Once you realize that, man, like you have to understand this, man. When you start to get older and you start getting information and you realize, oh, okay, shit, I was lied to. Okay, I was lied to about this. I was lied to about that. When you realize you was lied to about the full life of Dr. Martin Luther King, you realize, oh shit, like shit will be hidden from you, man. So you're right. You have to take all of his message, but don't let the other people tell you that he was just non-violent and you know what I'm saying? Don't let people just do you like that. You have to understand that.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Calvin. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Let's just say mid-30s.
Mid-30s. Nino, what about you?
I'm 30.
30. Okay.
In about
Man, Nino 38, man. This nigga.
Nino old as hell.
hey, bro.
Okay. So
Listen.
look. The reason why I say that, Dr. King was Nino age when he died. And so we got to keep that in perspective because we look at Dr. King as being older because he came before our time. But I outlived Dr. King in life, like life years. A lot of us, he was our age. Dr. King was a young man, so his philosophy was going to change. He wasn't the end all be all, and
What happened, Hamid? You went out, brother.
Can you hear me?
Nah, I hear you now, but you went out.
Okay, I said a lot of people don't know that before he died, he was talking to Elijah Muhammad, and Elijah's thing was not integration; it was separation. He didn't even want segregation because segregation is something you're forced to be away. They force you into where they want you. He wanted people to separate to where we have our own everything, but we're just separate from other people. And that's a different dynamic and power. So at the end, when it was all said and done, Dr. King, he started to look and say he led his people into a burning building. Why? Because all of the money that we're making now, like the brother was saying, we're about to take that money and build somebody else's future. If you notice, you never found a super Walmart until after segregation, to after integration. You never found a superstore, these super huge centers, until after segregation was after integration. So why was that? How did they become super? How did they become giants? Because when we were able to spend, we took all of our money, all of our resources. And I remember growing up, I'll never forget it. Growing up, we would go out to 100 Oaks Mall. And that was the premier mall. We would get away from Jefferson. We get away from all of that other stuff. And this is as a child. This is like 40 years ago. I remember that. I remember getting in my parents, people would get in the car and go out to 100 Oaks Mall and eat at Morrison's, and everybody would thought it was cool to be in 100 Oaks Mall, but we were abandoning our own businesses.
Why you keep kicking and kicking? Go on and stretch out.
Hey, but honestly though, bro, if you lay a fruit in front of me and the fruit look better, if you lay a fucking apple and then another apple, the other apple got worms crawling in and out of it, which one you think I'm gonna try to go drink out of or eat? Like, I'm gonna go eat the one that looks more refreshing. Like, it's just, that's what they did. Like, they made sure the white shit looked better than the black shit, to where they could entice us, and yeah, you getting better here. Like,
but what if I told you that pretty apple had poison in it, and that was actually dye?
Yeah, it was wax.
But what if I told you? But what if I told you? But what if I told you you didn't know that they put that poison in it? Like, it still looked good.
No. I'm speaking on a situation to where we talking about the people we talking about. And whenever they give you a pretty apple, you better bet your ass it's poison in it. It surely ain't natural. I bet you ain't got no seeds in it. You see what I'm saying? Just because it's pretty don't mean they giving you something real. That's what they've been running us on for the longest.
Exactly.
Illusion.
I love the fact that the goddamn big tigers just rolled through the film, because that's what we into. We into shining and saying that we overcome the obstacles. Like, every nigga that make it, they make sure they show every other nigga that they overcame all them obstacles we had to go through and still made it. Like, all your favorite rappers, singers, anything. Like, they make sure they show us that they made it and we didn't. They don't make sure that they made it and they put it back in the community. Like white
of inclusion.
Hey brothers, I'm gonna have to go because I have to get up really early. But I thank you for everything, bro. Calvin, thank you for the invite, man. And next time we have one, I'll be on it as well.
Now, Hamid, thank you, my brother. Thank you.
And
not only real quick, Nino, I'm gonna let you go. Let me get Nino coming next, Hamid, before you jump off. But man, thank you for not only blessing these panels, Hamid. You make these panels rock, bro, and I need brothers like you on these panels, and I really appreciate you, brother, and I really appreciate the rally, homie. You know, whatever your involvement was, I don't know, but I know you personally hit my line and said, brother, if you can, show up. And I made sure that I showed up for you, brother, and the cause. It's also the cause, but you specifically, bro, because I have a different respect for you, my brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate that. Go ahead, Nino. Give him his flowers while he here, Nino. He got to.
No, I don't fuck with him. I mean, he didn't call me and ask me to come personally. Fuck him.
But I thought about you.
No, hey man, good shit, man. You know, we don't talk as much as we should, but I'm always there and I'm gonna always pull up. If I see it, if I get wind of it, I'm coming. And I don't give a shit what nobody tell you. I'm 30 years old, okay? And in about an hour and a half, I'm gonna be 31. So you just remember that I'm 31 years old at 12, okay?
My brother. In fact, Nino, keep your phone on because I want to tomorrow. I'm gonna call you about something that we're looking at, and so I want to kind of include you in that as well. But
Nino is 39. I just want to throw that out there.
All right, I mean, it better come with a cash
Yeah.
app. Come with a cash app.
Yeah, salute Nino, man. Tell the family, get the family my blessings, my brother. And you know, we'll bump. I'm gonna do another one this week, and I'll definitely reach out to you, my brother.
Yes, sir. I'll take care.
Peace, man. Peace. That's a powerful brother, man. I respect everything that brother does for us in the community, man. We finna like Quavo said, wrap it up then. What Joe Budden say? We gotta wrap this up. Quavo said, wrap it up then. So
hey, when's Sosa gonna post a picture, bro? She always talking shit. When's she gonna post a picture?
I talk to you, Dino. I got that's my sister though. That's my sister. If she give me the green light, if Sosa say don't show him, then I ain't gonna show him, Sosa. It's up to you. But me and my sister, we vibes, man. She know we vibe. We vibe. I see what Sosa look like, man. But I'm gonna put it this way: it make me want to hurry up and get my passport ready. You know what I mean?
But I know I see what you be on though. You be on.
I'm out. She be the lead. She be the lead. But yeah, man, salute, man. Nah, salute to y'all brothers, man. It was dope. Who dipped? Brother Eugene dipped. Let me get Tony back in here. All right, Tony. Another thing, boy, they got that I'm saying we just gotta leave it at that. I had to say that. The right,
Hey, fuck that nigga. They had some fat asses. Hey, let's talk about the masses that's in the film. That motherfucker there. Hey,
is what is it? White to black. What's the percentage? What you saying? 70-30?
70-30 white.
Yeah.
70 white, 30 black. Yeah.
It looks funny, don't it? Yeah, it looks wild.
I kept losing focus on the movement because there was some black stallions out there. I kept forgetting why I was
we
there.
didn't focus on the movement, but we men, right? We like the look. I look. Yeah,
we started focus on the wrong movement.
Nah, because there was so many white people. I was like, God damn, I leave white people. Then you'll see a black ass. You like, oh, yeah. That's
talking about brother. Look, man, I don't want to give my brother Black Peace in trouble, but I say Black Peace, I'm single out here, man. I am looking, man. I'm saying it's going down, Black Peace. Man, Black people chopping it up, man. My brother, though, man. Good to see him. Good to see all them brothers, man. I guess before we get out of here, I want to go to Brother Tony. Hey, Brother Tony, what do we do, man? Next person, because we know it's going to happen again. I'm going to say this. It's going to happen again, y'all, because you're second class citizens in this nation. You are prisoners of war in this nation. And now listen. And what we have to do is create microaggressions until they become macroaggressions. That's the way I look at it, right? So, Tony, what type of microaggression can Black people do the next time we see a Black man being murdered by the police?
Man, mind your business. Man, I'm not stepping in front of nobody. I'm not going to jail. I'm not risking my life. Ain't nobody finna put no money on my books. Ain't nobody finna put no money on my funeral. Man, just try to own it and control it. Whatever you're doing, make sure you own it so you can control it.
So, Tony, if you got a video camera, you're not gonna videotape a Black man being assaulted. You gonna mind your business?
Oh yeah. I might pull out my video camera. I ain't trying to get in nobody else's business. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
You gonna you gonna pull out your video camera to go viral.
Hey, Leo. Now, Leo, he gonna pull out his camera and say, I tried to tell this nigga. Look at him. I tried to tell him. Now they finna kill him.
I tried to tell a nigga be still.
Look at him. Now they finna kill him. They finna kill him on film. I'm happy I'm recording them finna kill this Negro.
Like that, comply.
That's him, right? Boy,
all you got to do is comply.
Nigga, you down there up under a knee now, nigga. Are you okay? You breathing? Oh, he breathing. He said he can't breathe. That means he breathing.
I told that's my brother. Hey, but you know what, Tony? I'm gonna give you your flowers too, man. Let me give you your flowers too, though, Tony, because I love it.
Nah, not today, bro. No.
But I know Tony ain't really like when me and Tony talk about building, he's always game for that. So that's like we have to say this thing where, look, bro, we may disagree on a bunch of shit, but when it come time to build and really put boots on the ground and move, then he's ready to move.
I ain't putting no boots on no ground. I don't really do all that community stuff.
Please show me
when I say boots on the ground. Now listen,
Tony is nowhere in this footage, bruh.
Nah, Tony, no, listen, y'all. Tony,
you will never see me. Never see me.
Y'all tripping? When I say boots on the ground could be business too. If I call Tony and say, Tony, we need to be in Tony, you going to Minneapolis in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Tony,
we going.
All right, bro. Find out the flight information. That's boots on the ground to me.
Hey, Tony, if I ask you to build 200 Black Lives Matter shirts, that's the only way you down for the movement.
Money motivates me. I ain't trying to unite. Money motivates me.
Go ahead, Nino.
Leo, if you ever seen that nigga Tony and them damn sandals he be wearing, that nigga ain't walking. He ain't in no protest. He not gonna walk with them motherfuckers on. That nigga, them just goddamn the sandals that Jesus had on.
Tony ain't black. That's what you're telling me. Tony ain't black.
Nah, that nigga black. Now he black.
That nigga integrated. He integrated.
Hey, you know what, man? You know what I think? This is my honest assessment of Tony, bro. This is my honest assessment of Tony. Tony is that uncle that has been telling his nephews the same shit for 10 years, and now he just don't give a fuck. Go on out there and do it then, dumbass nigga. Exactly. I'm not gonna tell you. That's what it is. But I think, and it's just me, and I might be wrong, and Tony might prove me wrong, but I feel like that if he see a change, he see a movement, his conversation will change. But as long as he keeps seeing the same shit over and over, and it keep happening, and the same energy keep perpetuating, he not gonna keep saying the same thing. Like that's just how I feel, because any man that you could call and be like, hey, I want to make some money, and he say, hey, come here, let me come through and let me show you how to do this. If he didn't like niggas, he wouldn't be doing that. See what I'm saying? I've never seen this man tell me, hey, look, I just got off the phone with this white boy. Never. Anytime I see him in a box truck, it's a nigga sitting beside him. So I don't think that's the case. I think he just tired of saying the same thing. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be the same way. Like, look, one of my little young cats, I seen him yesterday. He was telling me about the white boys trying to hype him up. I told him, bro, stay away from that shit. I see him today, his hands swollen.
Look right here. Like if you look at what I'm showing on the screen. This is people hyped up. Hyped up. They didn't break them first 2 or 3 windows, but now they coming in. Who's my guy in the blue shirt?
First of all, that first dude that was kicking the window, he can't even fight. He don't need to go to jail. You see how he was kicking, bro?
Hey, you know that book tell you about Tony.
Get him.
We were just talking about the 48 laws of power.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Tony is that one where he talk about find a man's thumb screw.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tony know how to find your thumb screw.
Yeah, and sit there.
And he know how to turn and play with you. If you emotional, he know how to control you. He love to trigger you because he know he can.
Yeah, he a troll. He what we call in 2020 a troll. I tell him that. I call him a shock jock on it. Tony, when Tony say something, and I'm guilty of being, I'm guilty of falling into it. Well, sometimes Tony will post something, and I'll be like, you know what, man? Let me ask him a question. And he got me. He gets me. That's my brother, though. You know what I like about Tony, though? After me and Tony have our little back and forth online arguments, I call his number.
I'm gonna call you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call you.
I hit the line. Like, all right, Tony, fuck all that, man. You done challenged me to something. Let's make it happen. And I love it. I do.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you though, the funniest shit I ever seen in my motherfucking life.
That's Law 33.
Yeah, Law 33. Yeah. Hey, the funniest thing I ever seen in my life though, that motherfucker Tony said, y'all niggas ain't gonna donate no money. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. That nigga born said, hey, what a link it to the GoFundMe. You want me to draw you a map, nigga?
He ain't shit. Yeah, he ain't shit for saying that. He did.
He said, you want me to draw you a map, nigga?
And then I said Tony got a weird way of motivating the nigga. feel me? Because that link got dropped
Hey,
and
that was my
donation
favorite.
got dropped. That was funny.
Yeah, that was my favorite. Hey, that was my favorite post by him last week, man.
Man, that
That
man.
was my favorite one right there, man. I love that, man, because I knew exactly what was gonna happen. When I seen him write it, the first 2 minutes, I said, "This right here gonna have about 300 plus comments on this motherfucker."
Nah, hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. You need to go watch. You need to go watch his retake of the protest. He said, "Coming to the stage." I don't know what this nigga
Yeah,
doing. I
right.
don't
Is
know
that
his
on there now?
organization,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
gave
yeah.
me
I watched it.
$50.
That's on there
I
now?
watched it. I watched it. Yeah, I seen that. It's on
Hey, is
there.
that on there now? Hey, yeah,
He was on there
that's
this
on there
morning,
now.
man. Yeah, he was on there this morning going live. I catch him because I be up. I be up at 4. I be up at 4 a.m.
Man,
So
I'm not
I be
finna
catching.
watch y'all give Uncle Ruckus all this promotion. This nigga tripping.
Man, y'all know
Please.
it was true, man. Y'all know, goddamn, balloons was supposed to be dropping from the sky and confetti and explosions was supposed to be going off up there, man. That shit was embarrassing, man.
That motherfucker said
Them young
confetti.
niggas can't relate to nobody on that podium, man. That's why them young niggas, it ain't that they following white people. They can relate to workable white people that's struggling like them, that's working them same entry level jobs. Man, them young boys can't deal with them Brenda Gilmore's up there covered up. She ain't never been around that many black folk in her
Hey,
life.
Tony. Hey,
Hell nah,
I
Brenda
hear.
Gilmore full
Hey,
of shit, man.
hey, I don't know y'all niggas. I don't know how
Hold
old
on.
y'all. Hey, I don't know how old y'all niggas is on the panel, but niggas always tell me about what happened to damn, what's that nigga name? Damn, fuck.
That
Right?
was a game banger. That
Nah,
nigga
not
was a
that
game
game.
banger, man.
Nah, we
Nah,
talking
you tripping. Stop,
about we
Tony.
going way
No,
back
I
and
ain't tripping. I'm telling the truth. That nigga had bodies on him, man.
Nah, we going back and found square days. Found square days. They said nigga when Rodney King got beat up, nigga they were punching white people. Every way you look, nigga, a white person get laid out. Now I look at this picture, I'm like, God damn, white people is involved. like they look like they want the cause so bad, but they don't, bro. They just out there trying to make the shit go bad so they can fuck up shit.
They were doing that in the 60s. They were doing
White
that in the
people angry
60s
too.
too.
Poor white people
Yeah.
angry too. Like Nino was saying, all of them ain't entitled. Man, I kick white folk out every other day. I just did an eviction a few days ago, man. White people struggling too.
All these white people is the white people who mad that America never opened back up. They mad that they business.
No, these white people right here are the white people that didn't tap into their privilege. They never understood their privilege. These are
Exactly.
the white people. You know how you see. You know how you see a white person. You know how you see a white person holding a sign talking about anything to help, and you look at them and you think to yourself, "Why are you out here? All the privilege you got, how the fuck you got a sign?" These the people right here that don't even know they got privilege because their family's so poor.
No, fuck no. All these white people we see know they got privilege, bro.
No, see,
They just out here because they can
you
fuck up some shit
you not
without
you
getting
you no
punished.
you're not getting what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they don't know they got privilege. They don't know how to use it. Look at them. They ain't you ain't seen no 40-year-old, no
Hold on,
50-year-old white man.
See, that's where you fucking up at, Nino.
But
They know that if they burn a building,
They
police
don't
ain't
see
gonna
the
fucking
same.
shoot them.
That's
They
a
know
fact.
they white
That's a
privilege.
fact.
They
That's a fact.
know that
hey,
All white
let
people.
me Leo, let
Hold
me
on,
ask you,
hold
a
on,
question.
real
No,
quick.
let me give you an example. Let me give you an example because you cut me off.
Where
Let
you
me give you an
going?
example. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. This is what
Man,
I meant.
hold on. No. Fuck that. You can't give me an example because look at the flag that's in our picture right now. It's a Mexican flag. It's Mexicans out there too, bruh. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Bruh, all these people coming out, they just doing this shit because they know that, oh, it's a riot going on. I can do whatever I want. I can burn shit and break shit. I'm there. They was there before the shit even took off, bro. Them people was just standing around at first, and then when dark set on, all them Mexican flag people, all them white people, they started breaking shit because they knew it would be blamed on the black people.
Guys, out there, I seen somebody with a fuck ice shirt on, which ain't got nothing to do with that situation.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
it was
saying.
Mexicans out there, and they really should have been. They really should have been. Somebody should have put. The line really should have been pushed on them, but they shouldn't even have been out there with no shirt on that say no shit like that. It's two different topics.
Two different topics.
So
Mexican
they
shit
was out there.
they going
Yeah.
through and what black people going through is two different things.
Yeah. I ain't got nothing to do with it, and I ain't interested in helping. No
At
Mexican do
all.
none of that. I ain't
That's
interested in that
what
shit at all. Not even a little bit. If you tripped over the border yesterday, that's your goddamn business. I've been here. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't come over here with it. I don't fuck
they just
around with
got
that
show me.
immigration shit.
They just got to show me more Mexicans getting shot and killed under a knee. Like everything I see is black people getting done to them.
Yeah, they can show me that too, and I'm still gonna tell them, y'all hold your own nuts. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to do with that. We got too many unresolved issues where we come from for us to
Hey,
be
man, I got
stopping and going over there to make sure they got a band-aid for they cut. Nah, we ain't got that time. We ain't got that kind of time. You can know whoever you want to know, but you ain't got time to be running to their aid. You got motherfuckers dying in your neighborhood from everything under the sun. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna waste my time.
Hey, let me say this before I state it, but no homo. But have anybody seen George Floyd porno tape? This nigga got a
Nah, I ain't know he had one.
This nigga got a motherfucking
Hey, Jody, stop.
out.
Hey, Leo, what you doing, Leo? Where you taking this? Where you taking the show right now? What you doing right now?
What? Yeah, I can't believe he got a flick out, y'all. That's funny. He got a flick.
And you talk about me, booby.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I had to say it, man. I had to say it to somebody. This thing got a whole point of flick. Everybody going to their search right now.
He crazy.
I think it's Kimberly Beauty. That's her name, Kimberly Bell or something like that.
He got a
What you say? His views about to go up, ain't it?
Y'all always get silly, man. But you know what the funny thing is? I just found that out like 7 minutes ago.
I ain't know that at all.
I heard
just
porn.
found out what?
You know what's funny? I heard porn thrown up yesterday. When I was on my show yesterday, but I didn't put two and two together. I just
Who y'all
heard
talking about?
man. His face.
the dude who got killed.
Oh,
He got a porn out. He did a porn video.
He's
Man.
a professional.
And I couldn't believe I didn't watch it. I ain't gonna say I watched it because, like I said, I just found it 7 minutes ago. So I was scrolling, and someone said, "Check out his porn video." And I looked, and it's him on the bed, and it looked like a white girl or some girl, or it might be a black girl, but it's a girl. I'm like, oh, if I click this link, I'm finna really see his porn video. Hey, that's wild, man. He said he was slimming that. Look at Sosa. Hey, Sosa, go to bed, girl. Go to bed, Sosa. It's 5 o'clock in the morning in the UK. You better go to bed, man. Go to bed, Sosa. You're doing too much, man. I know you seen it. I know you clicked that link quick. You funny, man. Oh my gosh. That man spoke about his porn video. Yeah, he got a porn video, but you know, sometimes you got to get that paper, man. You know. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, family, man, listen, man. I got to roll, man. It's getting late, man. I got to get my ass up in the morning, man. Thank y'all. Thank everybody who's tuning in. Thank y'all. Hit that like button on your way out. You know, we're going to do this again, man. One day this week. Of course, we'll do it. Don't forget the Mr. McGee show will be live on Wednesday. That's early Thursday morning. I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning on UK time. It'll be 8 p.m., you know, Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. But yeah, Wednesday we'll be right back. We'll have a Mr. McGee show, and then we'll have another episode of Rich Rhetoric. I don't know. It may come before Wednesday. It may come after Wednesday. But what you have to do is go to the Facebook page, go to the YouTube page, subscribe it, like it, do everything, and put me in your algorithms, man. I got a dope panel full of dope brothers and sisters come on here from time to time, and we have dope discussions, man. You feel me? So, man, I love it. Thank you, Sosa. We will stay safe. Thank you, Weird Stuff. Weird Stuff been rocking with us. Everybody who rocked with us, man. There's too many people for me to go through the comments, but everybody rocked. Everybody rock, man. Thank y'all so much. Nino, go ahead and tell the people what you got, what you working on. How can they find you? Give them all that good stuff.
Me and Sosa about to redo that porn. She told me she seen some stuff on there she want me to try. So y'all look that up. Send me a cash app so I can get condoms. That's
it. There you go. My brother Nino, him and Sosa gonna recreate the Greg Floyd. Rest in peace to the brother Greg Floyd. Damn, I didn't even get to this on the Nashville side of it. Let's just really quick. Nino, what do you say to the people who were saying y'all didn't do all of that when Dan and Jacquees died?
You said what?
I said, what do you say to the people who are commenting and posting saying why y'all didn't do all of that when Dan died?
I asked them what the fuck did they do?
There we go. That's it.
No. Fuck that.
Leo, quick, because I'm finna wrap it up, bro.
All right. No, what you asked them is that nigga, the Ahmaud Arbery, that damn fuck. That's his name.
You said it right.
The Ahmaud Arbery and the George Floyd is together. Like, we just got over Ahmaud. I'm not even got over. We just accepted it. We just brought this in our houses, and now you giving us George Floyd. That's two in combined. Like, that's where nobody's understanding is that we're dealing with two at one time. Like, although Ahmaud Arbery got done like that, like what, 2 months ago, his people just got locked up. Now we're dealing with it again, and it's all in the quarantine time. Yeah, that's gonna make people lash out, bro. So that's why it's like this. That's why George Floyd is so built up, because Ahmaud Arbery just happened. Like, although people don't forget his name already just because of George Floyd, that shit's still going on. So they can acquit them people, and we'll forget about it just because we so locked in on George Floyd. You feel me? That's what they do. They bring up another one before we forgot about the other one. Now nobody remembers Ahmaud Arbery's name if you bring it up today. They remember George Floyd.
Okay. Cool. I just touched on that. That could be a topic for later on this week, though, y'all. But yeah, man. Okay. Yeah. Now, who is this? Hold on. Who is that? That's Tony. Tony, go ahead, man. Go ahead and bless us, man. Tell the people how they can get in touch with you, what services you got. You feel me? Get you some free advertising in, my brother.
Hell no, fuck that.
Leo, stop, bro. I gotta wrap this show up, bro. I'm done.
I'm just playing, bro.
Oh man, you can text me or inbox me. Get in my comment sections up under one of my posts. Get in your feelings on Antonio Sales. I'm bound to say something that's gonna offend somebody. Sell t-shirts, bounce houses, and the whole junk.
There you go. Antonio Sales on Facebook, man. Y'all find him. You got an Instagram page, brother Antonio?
Yeah, man, job referrals, helping black people structure their businesses.
There you go, man.
So once you help them structure their business, when they get shot, you ain't bother with it, right? Because you feel like them niggas.
I ain't never seen nobody get shot with a suit on.
Nigga, you don't wear
listen,
nah,
hey,
fuck that. You gonna let me and Tony have this argument.
nah,
You
you
don't
not.
wear
Now y'all got to call each other. Y'all got to have this through text message. Yeah, this is argument. This would be text message. Y'all do the text message and then screenshot it, send them to me, and we'll break down the text messages next show. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. Salute. So, oh, brother Eugene, no, I didn't do that. Brother Eugene, tell the people, man. Tell the people about yourself, man.
I'm with the Black Family Talks, co-founder of the Brothers Round Table. Got a book called The Creator's Work on Amazon, and there it is.
Hey, this is what I'm going to tell everybody who's listening to me, man. Please put the links in the comments. If you're on this panel and you don't know how to find my YouTube page, you wildin'. So go to YouTube, because there's people on YouTube that wants the links to support y'all brothers. So go there or text them to me and I'll put them in the YouTube comments. YouTube family, keep an eye on the comments, man, after this video. Y'all brothers, text me your links, man, to where people can go straight and get your information. And Facebook family, y'all can post it on Facebook because we are friends on Facebook. But salute to y'all, man. Listen, if ain't nobody told you today that they love you, let me be the first one to say that I love you. I love you. I love you, man. And until later on in the week, man, peace and blessings, and let love be with y'all, man. Peace.